Good morning, my beloveds, twin flames, soulmates, and lovers. We had a pretty hectic week with all the energies going on. The energies of really stormy emotions. It's a time of letting go, it's a time of creating new beginnings, new possibilities, letting go of the old and starting with the new. Also, with creating some new energies for yourself and possibilities for yourself. We're letting go. We're entering the season of the last harvest. So it means your last abundance creation, your creation of abundance can be harvest, and after the harvest, you will take care of your soil, take care of yourself, and go in for letting go, and the new seeds and the new ideas you have in your mind for next year will be planted. So that's about the first point of this week. It was very hectic, a lot of emotions. Um, Probably you all felt it. Old is getting out, new is coming in, and how more you will be aware of it, the more you will carry also for the collective energies. So for all the sensitive people out there, it was a very intensive time. But it's the end of a season and we're starting anew. So, new beginnings, new possibilities, new chances. Let's see what's going on in the masculine's mind space. Cities of light. And that means he wants to integrate, he's thinking about integrating more light and love into his environment. Inner earth energy, grounding in the earth, but connecting with the etheric, and he needs to retreat, and he needs to connect with his family of light. And that means when he connects with the family of light, he will connect with his soul family, with his partners. It could be also possible that he is slowly starting to integrating his light into his family. That he is sorry, got distracted by Matt. Matt is doing the garden house at the moment for the retreats, but he is connecting with the family, and he wants to bring more light into his own family instead of the darker energies that surrounding him. What is in his heart space? In his heart space, he is connecting with cosmic circles. And that means he's creating a sacred space for himself, embracing all unlimited possibilities. So in his mind space, everything is possible. In his mind, or in his heart space, sorry guys, in his heart space, he feels that everything is possible. And what he wants in his heart is to release what is in his heart, his love, his compassion, that he has visions of deeper connections with everything there is, and he wants to grow. I feel he's getting supported by the cosmic energies to get more in contact with the light and raise his frequency. So if he raises frequency, it's the creation of source that will flow through him and will fill up his needs. How does he see his divine feminine? He sees that she unlocks her gifts, sacred gifts, energy and senses, and pure love is the key, and that she is creating more love in her life and unlocking her sacred gifts that was already in her from former years, former lives, and he sees that she's returning to her old paradigm of creating and getting the gifts returned from the ancestors. She's very intuitive, and he feels the connection with her, and he also sees that love is the only key to her heart, and nothing else. Yeah. Okay, what's in the Divine Feminine's mind space? In her mind space, she is manifesting everything that she wanted. She is co-create. She is in a co-creation with the co-creation with the universe. She is grateful and she has gratitude. She has a divine alignment with everything she does, and she has joyful visions for the future. So all these elements makes her create her abundance. Everything what she had in mind for this year, she manifested, and more. Sorry, I had to go out for a minute because somebody was at the door. So she manifested everything in her life, and in co-creation with the divine universe. Everything that she sowed in the spring, she is harvesting now, and there was no any interference in this. The divine, ancient, and young joyful visions. So the divine alignments were there all the time to tell her which direction she needed to go. If there was any hesitation in doubt or anything that the divine feminine was feeling, and she got a clear vision of what she needed to manifest. If things weren't in alignment and she got blocked, then she knew that she had to go another direction, and when she walked in the other direction and she put out her visions, she started to manifest, and the alignment was there. So as she's looking to the future, she sees joyful visions of joy, celebrating the joy with other people around her, with family, friends, soul family. Looking what's right for her to create on another deeper level. She has her visions, and she is already making visions for or seeing visions, getting visions for the next few weeks ahead. So what she needs to do. So she is aware of everything what she's thinking, she is manifesting. And what's in the heart space? In the heart space, there are the star children. There are no veils. She is psychic, in tune. There are different cosmic inspirations and vibrations, and she is raising her light to the outer world and to the children in her surroundings. So it means that she will send her love to her children, that she's always connected with them in the heart space, that she is always seeing clearly and psychically what the children need without saying anything. Um, there will be a shift of different cosmic inspirations, and that has to do with the children. It's probably that the children are on another level at the moment than where she is, but in tune she can really guide them. In tune she can really provide for them. She's also sharing her psychic visions with the star children. So she cleared enough spaces for the star children to come in. There are a lot of children around her, and she's in tune with those children's needs. Um, so the father and the mother are both in tune with the children. They both are um, creating a safe space for the children to grow up and to be in. There's a lot of love, lot of laughter, lot of abundance. I see the children having a lot of abundance as it's their birthright, they say. I feel it's their birthright. Okay. How does she sees the divine masculine? The divine masculine is a source of self. She sees his blueprint. He starts to embody more light. He has more inspiration, and she sees that he is ready for a new upgrade, a new upgrade for light, or a new upgrade for the next level or next step. I see that he is surrounded by light that is given to him on different levels. He gets help from the universe. He gets help from cosmic cycles. There is a need for some more rest, and he connects, and out of this rest he connects with the universe to upgrade his battery, so he can have more energy of the light beings. His understanding of this is increasing. So he is working more on himself than he ever did before. If he has time to connect with the universe and change his template because of the light. His blueprint is probably totally different than his divine feminine. But I see in future timelines that that will change. That will change. Okay. What will support him? The door to value, the door to money, that will support him. It means that he is getting at a level that it's almost the same card as last week. It also was what would support him was money. to be more, to keep his money to himself. It could be that he's spending too much money at the moment and he has to come back and save some more money to for next projects. So it could also mean it's another scenario that the divine masculine, who was always but busy with budget, is letting go of the rigidity of money and the fear of having money, or no control about money, that created more fear. But he also knows that when now he's getting back his power because of his money. He's seeing how much money he has, so that gives him security. And but it's always, what I see in the old paradigm, they always gave their finances out of hand to the divine feminine, to take care of the finances of the house, to take care of the finances of the business, to take care of everything else. And he didn't look at it, he didn't bother with it. And now that he has control about his money, it's easier for him to let it flow. But I also see in this card, the abundance that will come in. And he values much more what is being done in the past for him, because now he understands. How does he sees the relationship? He sees that his divine feminine is walking away. He is seeing she entered a gate and not waiting before the gate anymore, but opening the door, looking behind to the past, to everything what happened. She is reevaluating everything what happened in her life, giving it a place, and she's entering really a new portal. And she opened the portal and she went through this portal with love and gratitude in her heart. It's time, he sees that it's time for her to move on, to make other steps in her life, as she is not, he sees she's walking away from maybe past lives, maybe other issues that was still not in alignment with the higher view, and still in alignment with the highest good of her own. So I hear, what's not serving her is not serving the world, is not serving the goddess. I see that she is taking steps, and she is ready to make steps to release herself from abusiveness, people being rude or hard on her. And she sees also the goodness in everybody. And that's also her blindfold, that she's focused too much on the beauty of the people, of the soul, and not enough on the behavior they show her, and the respect they show her. So she is leaving an old paradigm totally behind, and that's what he sees. He's feeling that she's slipping away. He's feeling that she is releasing herself and going through the golden portal gates, and into the unknown. What supports the divine feminine? Rest and rejuvenation. Um, because of all what she manifested, she worked hard for, and she really needs to go through the. my my friend is in front of the window. He's staring inside. So so she needs rest and rejuvenation. So um, in this point of view, she's taking her rest, meditate a lot, getting back in the flow of her light, gets healing, and is ready um, to release everything and the dark and heavy stuff that what no longer serves her. Okay. And how does she sees the relationship? She still carries the warm thoughts of the relationship. She still sees him as the father, divine masculine, being caring for her, but he's also caring for everything else in his life. So because he probably is in another, I don't know, could be that he's in a third party relationship. For a lot of divine feminine, it could be that he is in a relationship. She see that that he is carrying the connection higher than he's carrying the connection with her. So that's probably also why he sees her leaving, because he made the manifestation on his own. You know, if he knows if he would be treating her better, or that she wouldn't walk away from the situation as it is, because there are other energies behind it that is a distortion for the relationship she has with her divine masculine. So there is a lot of, listen carefully, there is a lot of um, dark energy of the karmic partner towards the divine feminine. For a lot of you who are in a third party relationship. I also see that the divine feminine is done with it, and she probably wants to have a conversation or getting in contact with the karmic to sort things out, and not to do it in an aggressive way, but she wants to know, or finding out what her problem is with the divine feminine, because she wants to check her energy level. If it's a low vibrational energy she's carrying, she needs to protect, and she's going to protect her star children. Because if that lower energy comes into the relationship with her children, that will mean that the lower vibration will have an influence on her children, and that's not what she wants. So she wants to have a discussion with the divine feminine about this. So, or about with the karmic about this. So the really issue is, if the karmic has a lower vibration, it is a distortion on the masculine, and it is a distortion on the divine feminine, but also on the children. And she's not taking that. She's really not taking that. So she will probably contact her in one way or the other, to figure things out or to sort things out with her. What her oh, I hear she has to look. She has to guard her back. And that's already what happened, because I see a lot of the karmic feminines are sending out really um, vicious um, vicious signs and vicious energies towards the feminine. And she's picking up on that. She's picking up on that. And it doesn't matter which signs they are, you know. It's the insecurity of the karmic, and it's the insecurity and the jealousy of the karmic, just to provoke the divine feminine. And I think the divine feminine is done with it. She will contact her. That's I see that will happen, or the universe will make it possible um, to create this new kind of now the universe. They say the universe will take care of it. They will meet. There's no other way. They will meet. And it could be that they meet at an airport, or they meet at a train station, or they meet in other in shopping malls or whatever. But the universe makes sure they will cross their paths, because there is something to resolve here. And it doesn't have anything to do with the divine masculine. It has to do with her energy into the distorted energy of the masculine. Because I see if there's a lower vibration will come, this lower vibration will come in the masculine's energy, and it will drain him, and it will have effect on the children. It will have effect on the relationship of everybody else. So if the divine feminine would have, or the karmic would have a higher vibration, then it's not a problem. But the problem is that it's a lower energy. They started off a low vibrational energy of lust, and breaking up the relationship of a lot of feminine. So what's going on here is that the divine feminine is done with all this old karmic stuff. So she released it, and she is ready for a next step. So probably it will be that there will be a discussion of and that's for a lot of you. I think a lot of you that will be connected, and they will be guided by the universe to meet. And there's nothing they can do about it. They will meet on some sort of point, because if they want to be in the divine masculine's life, it needs to be sorted out. That's what the universe tells me. So I see the divine feminine is ready to invite her into her space, to clear up the air. So yeah, and the universe will make it happen. The universe will make it happen. That's something. And that's what she sees in the divine masculine. You know, he is moving on, and he has I also feel this last week he had very strong connection with his divine feminine. She felt him on every level. So she felt him come in when he was thinking about her. when he was going through some emotional spaces, she felt him. This connection that the divine feminine has with the masculine, on an emotional level, that will never fade. That will never fade. But there, I see that the divine feminine is taking action for the next level. What is his challenge? His challenge is the man with the coin, holding on to the coin, or that is his challenge, not to use the money um, um, without thinking. He is really using the money and saving his money for another ulterior motive. Not an ulterior motive, it's an motive, I hear. There's another motive, that he is saving his money. He is releasing his fears of money, but also he is having a big project in his mind that needs good thinking where he's spending his money. So it could be that he is holding on at the moment to his money, or spending too much money. One of the two. And I have the feeling he's spending too much money because he is in abundance and he wants to share it. But if I look in further to this, then there are some unexpected expensive coming up that needs to be cleared, and he needs to know this. So he wants to share his abundance with his family, with his friends, with everybody he meets, and enjoying the party. What's the block for the divine feminine? The temple path. She is on the way of the temple path, and sometimes it's a block, and it's a block for her, or a challenge for her, by walking her path of the temple gates and the temple portals. That means that she needs, and she gets forced to leave behind old paradigms, to leave behind old situations. And that could be a block in sort a kind of way, because she knows that she has to release everything what no longer serves her, and follow her path of the divine. And that can come in conflict with with the old paradigm, with the children, leaving the children behind, or leaving a situation behind that could give a conflict. But she knows that she is guided to release that block, because behind all of this, she knows she's always in tune, always in vision, always there when her children would ask her to. She will always be in tune. She's always connected with her children. But she also knows she has to release. She has to release. Yeah, I feel behind the curtains, or behind the gates. That's what. Okay, behind the gates, there is a new dawn. There is a new morning, there is a new road, and she can't see it yet. So that is probably the conflicted energy of letting go and moving on. Um, and when you release the old energies and step into the truth, her truth, and stepping into um, stepping into the power what the universe asks of her, she will be guided with faith, with harmony, with everything else. So she will be guided through this. What will she do about it? She's releasing all attachment, all contracts, all masks. She's done with the darkness. She is done with the masks of fake people. That's I just hear it and I will say it how it is. So she is done with the fake. She also sees behind the veil that if the betrayal she had of the divine masculine or of the masculine in his shadow side, she accepted a lot of his shadow sides, and that shadow side hurt her too much. She also sees that the masks he's carrying is not his true authenticity. If he would be, and I hear a lot of divine masculine ask and show themselves in their true authenticity. That authenticity, if they want to be authenticity, be in their authenticity, they have to lose their dark behavior. And dark behavior is like abuse, about gaslighting, about addictions. Thank you. About addictions, and it's the inner child that's hurt, and she is leaving, the divine feminine is leaving that all behind because she is done with the fake authenticity of the masculine. And if they say, I'm in my authenticity, what does it mean for them? Is that meaning scheming and manipulating and harming someone that would not harm you? Then this is a very dark reptilian energy and you need to get out of it. And that's what I also hear. The karmic, oh my goodness, the karmic is whispering and putting seeds in the masculine's mind that he projects on the feminine, on the divine feminine. Oh wow. And he gets the karma of it. She is clear of the karma because she's just putting it in his mind, and he is just a soldier. He is, because of the dark energies in the lower vibrational energy the karmic is in. So wow, this is really, really very important for the divine feminines to know. That the seeds are planted in his head because he thinks that's the truth, or he thinks that she knows better. He is not strong enough to find it out on his own, and he is fighting his divine feminine through the karmic. So I talked about it months ago, and I see that the divine feminine sees now that that is his true authenticity. because they are on the same level. He is not able to raise up his energy if he needs to for his divine feminine. He's not able to do that. So, and that's the block. That's a huge, huge block. So when the divine feminine steps out of this block, she will serve her highest good, the highest good of all, not only for herself, but also for her children, because there will be some interaction here that will follow, because she manifests in her mind, so she also would manifest in co-creation with the universe that the divine feminine and the karmic will meet, so they can figure things out, so they can speak things out with each other. And yeah, okay, well, that's it. It's already done. It's already done, they say. But they will be guided, and it could be guided. Oh, I see the number 2, and that could be the number 2. This could be a date, or it could be a time, or it could be 2 weeks that there would be an interaction, that they would come together and manifest. Okay. What combines them together? The women with coins. So it's for the women with the coins, means that the independent divine feminine can go her own way. She is creating a future for herself, that she can maintain herself, that she could support herself. And that probably is what the divine masculine also wants for her. And what I feel into this, that the divine feminine wants to give the divine masculine the space, maybe to work less, so he could maintain more energy for himself instead of losing it to lower frequencies. So she is working hard to maintain her own energy, and that she could support him in every way, not only financially, but also with love and care. So there will be coming a time ahead, and I see maybe next year, within 2 years, I hear that the divine feminine will support the masculine, to letting go of or working less, or supporting him more, so he can be in his true authenticity, because of the work and because of all the other influences, he is going to the lower frequency. So that means that it will be draining on him, and if it drains on him, then she is the one who gets hurt. So she wants to do everything in her power to be free of all energies, and supporting herself, so she can support her masculine. And that is what combines them. I also see that the divine masculine is also doing this for his divine feminine. It could mean that he is paying expenses for her, because he knows that she is in a situation at the moment that she doesn't have enough. So he will support her. It can also mean that he is accepting money from the third party and storing it and saving it to support his divine feminine. So I see different things and different visions here. I also see a supermarket, um, that a supermarket, that there will be an interaction between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Um, I feel that the masculine, even if the divine feminine is out of his life, he still wants to have contact with her, and support her. And I see he's doing groceries for her, giving or paying for her meals, or taking her out, or whatever. I see there is still a connection, and the divine feminine knows that she needs to get out of this to support her own. She needs to support her own, because she wants to also support her divine masculine to work less, so he has less pressure. And that's why they both, the masculine and the divine feminine, carry these coins, because they already built so much. They have already built so much together, that they built an empire together. That's what I hear. They build an empire together, and because of both are very generous people, they will continue to support each other. Even it could be that there is a divine feminine that has no house or whatever. Then he will help to look for a housing, or he will help her to fix some stuff. If she wants a vacation, he will help her to get on this vacation that she really needs. So but that's vice versa. So there is a huge bond, um, on a financial level. So they support each other on a financial level, and that's what combines them both. Um, what will bring them together is the community, the family, um, the people they live with, the star children, their friends. They probably have the same friends, or but the community they live in um, will support them to come together. And it will be a totally different, probably a totally different um, bond than they had before. But the community will bring them together. And I see also the divine masculine walking a lot, sporting a lot, to get out of his mind, because the divine feminine is constantly on his mind. He's constantly in a fight in his head between a third party and his divine feminine. I feel a lot of guilt, and I feel a lot of shame, and he is it's hard for him to go back to that situation, because I already told you in the former card that if that's the authenticity of the divine masculine, of the ego, of the lower frequencies, then the divine feminine is leaving, is letting go. If it not longer serves her, it doesn't serve her goddess, it doesn't serve her children, it doesn't serve anyone. And we're here on this earth to live our highest truth, our highest frequency, our highest love. And if that's not possible with, or that it could be that the divine masculine is not ready, um, then there is no energy around it. I see the divine, and I see a picture of the divine feminine and the divine masculine together, in harmony, in conversation, in going out together for a meal, discussing this. I see them creating a new energy to work together instead of fighting together, because last week the divine masculine was done with the fight. He was really done. And now he wants to come back to the community, to harmony, to create more stability with his divine feminine, but on another and deeper level that will bring them really together. Yeah. So all the attacks that the divine feminine went through is done. That's done. All the divine masculine is trying to manifest everything in his life at the moment, what's good for him. And he knows in his heart, he opened the gates of his heart. He has the keys, to unlock his heart, and he's starting to use it. But it's for his highest good to support the divine feminine, and it's highest good for the divine feminine to support the divine masculine. The fighting must be over, I hear, because it's only creating separation. And the separation is not the way we would live on this world. We are people of love, and we are people who carry hurt, and we need to heal the hurt to move on. So we all coming into an alignment with the cosmic energies that will stir up all the old lower frequencies. I know that a lot of the divine feminine and masculines are in this energy that they went through upheaval of emotions last week. And after they made the decision, and that's the portal gate from the 28th till the 19th, if you make the decision for yourself, all old things will be released. So yeah, I will see what's going on with the Romans angel cards. For the divine masculine. Also, I hear a lot of relationships are breaking up. A lot of relationships that is on a 3D level are breaking up because of power plays, of manipulation, of I see a lot of divine masculines' eyes are open. They go and see, and they get the psychic abilities back, what they had with their divine feminine years and years and years ago, the telepathy, the visions, it will all return to them. Oh, and then their eyes starting to go open and see what's really going on. For the divine masculine, healing family issues. Your love life will benefit if you forgive your parents. Wow, that's for the divine masculine. And the divine feminine, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may different from your usual type and expectations. So for the divine feminine, there will be coming a soulmate on your path. When you detach from your divine masculine, your soulmate will come on your path, and he will have you need to have different views, because probably you have expectations how your divine soulmate needs to look like, and he can be totally different than you think he is. So keep an open mind. And for the divine and for I have the divine masculine, divine feminine, I have the karmic, unrequired love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. It could be that the relationship was just out of conveniency or sexual chemistry in the past, and that's not working anymore. So it's probably that the divine masculine will get out of this relationship, because there are a lot of relationship breaking up. On an intellectual level, there's not enough to communicate about, but on a loving, yeah, it's I feel there is too much what they show me, too much manipulation, also from the divine masculine to the karmic, and from the karmic to the masculine. So this play out that's going on between them interferes with the divine feminine, and that's why she gets out and takes off all the masks that they're hiding, both of them, and that's what will be revealed. It will be revealed. So I have one last card for overall. Let your friends help you. Ask and accept for support from others. Divine feminine has a huge group of supporters and friends who can support her, who are willing to support her, and move on to the next level. I will give one Maria Magdalena card. I get drawn to the Maria Magdalena cards, and let's see what she is saying for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. One card, please, for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. I see a lot of people moving houses. A lot of people moving houses. Breakups. Please be as honest as you can to the children about this. The children need support, I hear, with this. And what love? One card. What would love do? Would love would love do manipulating, would love do uh, you know, gaslighting, would love do manipulating. That's not love. That's not love. That's all manipulation. That's all ego. So love is the biggest factor in your life. That's where the whole world turns around on love. And if you don't find enough love in surrenderings around you or in your situation, connect, and that will support you. Connect with the divine. Go into nature. Do your walks. Go into forests. Go to sites that will activate your energy. Go to the beach. Go swimming. Go to crop circles. I don't mind. Go to any other kind of nature energy that will restore your love, that will restore your inner power, that we restore um, everything what you need to do. It doesn't mean that you can't have your boundaries, because you have to have your boundaries straight. And I see the divine feminine build up her boundaries, and the boundaries are really annoying the divine masculine, because the divine feminine never gave her boundaries. She was always going with the flow, but now she's giving her boundaries, and that's a big issue for the divine masculine, because he feels rejected and left out in the cold by that. So he needs to also to readjust what the divine feminine is doing. But everything you do it out of love. And I don't see anything else that will pop up. I see the beach. That's what is coming up. So go to the beach, swim, have fun, drink. And I see I see someone painting their house. A lighter color I see, because the house is too dark. It gets get the divine feminine or the divine masculine in a darker state of mind. So a lot of things that is clearing up here, and everything what you do about it, everything do it in love. I will thank you. I'm so grateful for all of you watching my videos and connecting with me and asking for your personal readings. I'm very, very grateful for that. Let me know if you want a private reading till the end of September. I still have a discount going on. It's the summer discount. To let me know how you are feeling, how your journey is going. I see that the masculine is really working on his light and connection with the universe, because it will give him more power, it give him more energy, and it's restoring. It's restoring for him. Yeah, and celebrate the abundance in life. In October, there is a Maria Magdalena retreat in the Netherlands, and there are still 3 places left of that. If you're interested to come back in your feminine energy, to balance it, there's a huge part that it has to do with the Twinflame journey. It's coming back in the Maria Magdalena energy. She's the holder of all wisdom, of ancient truth, and coming back in that feminine soft energy. Sometimes we need to balance it out. Sometimes we are in too much soft energy and we really need to step up more in the masculine energy than in the feminine energy. But we all work through this in this weekend. How do you balancing it out? What is self-care? How do you take care of yourself? And we have fire ceremonies if the weather is okay. We creating sacred space and a soft bedding for your soul to heal and to get nourished. So if you're interested in the Maria Magdalena retreat in the Netherlands, it's Dutch spoken, so you really need to be from the Netherlands to join this retreat. And also in October there is a retreat in Glastonbury. So if you're interested from the for the Glastonbury retreat, Glastonbury and beyond, get your grid activations, get your ceremonies, get your initiations. We're going through the land of Avalon, connecting with all the sites, and we're going to Tintangel, Avebury, Stonehenge, St. Nectan's Glen to get your upgrades going, and to Merlin's Cave. So let me know if you're interested. I still have 4 places for the retreat at the moment in October. So let me know if you're interested and want to have this fabulous, fabulous, fabulous journey from the soul. And you get your codes and you get your templates upgraded with all these beautiful codes. So if you really want to go up to the star beings and connect with the star beings and connecting with the portals, you're really, really welcome in October on the Glastonbury and Beyond retreat. So thank you so much for this reading, for watching. I love you all. Have a great time and see you next week. Thank you. Bye bye.